Hey guys, Dan Frio here, the Mortgage Update. Today I want to go over a website I created, and I did another video about this, but I don't think it's catching on because not a lot of people are visiting it or clicking through some of these areas. So I think it's they get to this page and they just kind of think, where do I go from there? So let me step you through this, and let me give you a little bit of feedback about myself. I am a mortgage broker in Chicago, the Chicagoland area. I have been for 30 years. And it's pretty much what I've done my whole life. The most of the time, there's two reasons why I can't help clients when they call in. One is down payment or lack of, and two is credit. So I kind of reached out and found a bunch, not a bunch, but a good amount of lenders to be able to offer down payment assistance programs. So hopefully you've seen those videos. If you haven't, just scroll through the other videos I have, and I just posted one recently, and there's the top 5 down payment assistance programs that I have to offer you. And so then the next thing is credit. So what I did is I created a website to help walk you through basically how to get I'll say a free credit score. It's not an actual factual score that lenders use, and I'll explain that here in a minute. And then we'll actually give you step 2, will give you your actual credit scores, and I'll go in that in a little detail when we get there. Step 3 is getting somewhat inexpensive, I'll put it that way, help with repairing your credit. And then step 4 is you really need in-depth, you need help, you need legal assistance to get your credit in line. So if you like, going back to this again, if you like my videos, please subscribe. And if you like this one in particular, give me a thumbs up. If there's any other videos or any other areas of concern that you would like me to do videos on, please let me know. But again, the reason why I created this site is there's a lot of these features out there, but there's also a lot of YouTubes, and if you Google a lot of credit scores and credit repair and things like that, I won't say it's false information, but it's just, let's put it this way, it's bad. And I do this for a living. I might make my living off of, helping people buy homes, and if they can't, when they call me, if they can't qualify, I kind of help. I look at it as like clay. I'll help mold you if I can fix your credit or help you repair your credit. We'll say it that way. I'll be more than happy to do so. But here's a website that I created, and again, let's go through the 4 steps. So the first step is down here. We're going to get your free credit score, and the system I use is called Credit Sesame. It's very similar to Credit Karma. Everybody knows about Credit Karma, but this is a kind of a sleeper. It's the same. It kind of gives you a lot of the same information, and the best thing of all, it's free. There's no catches to it. It doesn't ask you for a credit card, doesn't ask you for your whole social security number. So it's an awesome system. I use it personally. So, but the problem with it is it'll give you a credit score, but we don't know what credit score it is. It's an advantage score created by TransUnion, but there's multiple credit scores, and I'm going to explain that more in step 2. Okay, so I would highly suggest if you do nothing, even if you have great credit, go to step 1, sign up for this system. It'll give you alerts, it'll give you credit monitoring, it'll give you actually a $50,000 credit theft policy, all that for free. How they do it, I don't know, but check that out if you would. All you got to do is click right here, and you're going to get routed right to that site. Step 2. Okay, we're going to dig down this, and I have another video that I've created. The system that we're going to route you to here is MyFICO, and here's what it does. Let me just explain. There's 3 credit agencies: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So most of the time when somebody calls me, the first thing I ask, or one of the first things I ask, is what's your credit score? And they'll give me a number. It's kind of a setup question, I'll be honest with you, and the reason being is there's probably 40 or 50 different credit scores that you can find on yourself, if not more. Let me explain in more detail. Okay, so TransUnion has 2 variations of credit scores. And on the top of my head, I think it's a 4 and an 8. I might be wrong on that, and I apologize. But they have 2 different models, a TransUnion 4 and a TransUnion 8. Okay, I'll say it A and B because I'm not sure if it's 4 or 8. So TransUnion has an A and a B. Okay, now under A, there's going to be 4 variations of that score. It's going to be a score for your auto, credit cards, insurance, and mortgages. So now you have under TransUnion B, the same thing. So basically TransUnion alone in that system has 8 different scores on you. So then you go, you extrapolate that to Equifax and Experian. Now you can see how many scores that you can possibly have. So what one's being used? The greatest thing about this site, if you don't do anything at all, this is the site I would use. My FICO, just click here. Through this link, you'll get, I think it's 20% off. It's at least 20% off of your order. You can sign up for monthly alerts. You can sign up for where you can pull it monthly, get updates, get this. It's awesome. So what happens is you click it and it'll give you every repository, meaning TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Then it'll give you every variation of that. So now those are the scores that your lender, your true lender, is going to use. So now when somebody calls me, or they call me, and I route them to this site, a lot of times they don't really know what they want to do. They don't know their scores and everything. I'll ask them, you know what, spend $40. Let's see where you are. They'll pull that, and then I'll explain to them, and they'll see now, here's your TransUnion Series A mortgage score. Here's your TransUnion B mortgage score. Here's your Equifax mortgage score. Your Experian mortgage score. So it really goes in detail. It's awesome, if I can just say that. If you really want to know your credit scores, most people nowadays really, it's crazy. Everybody I talk to now, probably 90% of the people who call in, I'll say, what's your credit score? And they'll give me a number. Again, it's a setup question. Most of them will say, I use Credit Karma, or I use this, or I use that. Again, we don't know what that score is, but at least it gives me an idea. If you come back and say it's 400, we know it's bad. So we know you need some work. If it's in the 700s, most likely your true credit score is in that range. So that's why I say your free score and then your true score. Okay, now let's go to the next step. This next step is, you don't want to go broke. If you have collections, judgments, bad credit, it's probably lack of income. Sometimes people procrastinate. They put off bills. If you get a credit card bill and the payment's $2, you might just say, I'll pay it next month. Don't do that. But most of the time, it's you don't have the money. So, I don't want to route you to a company that's going to charge you $1,000 to fix your credit. You don't have the money. So basically, this system here is going to route you to a company, and you'll get reviews and everything you need from on this. That's an affordable, I'll put it that way. It's a great company. I've used all these companies for years now and recommended probably thousands of clients to those. But it's an affordable credit repair company. Okay, and they do a great job. I have track records on this from clients I've been sending there for years. Okay, now the last section. This is going to be a legal company that, it's going to be more expensive. It's not out of hand. It's probably right in line with most of the credit companies out there, credit repair companies, or a lot of those, I won't say fictitious, but they're out there. They'll just send dispute payments and their letters and stuff like that. But it's an awesome company. So go step 1. Everybody should do step 1. You might want to do step 2, 3, and 4 is if you have any issues. And then you go down through here, and these are some of the companies that we deal with. Here, this goes into the companies that we're dealing with and goes into more details with that. Down through here, you're going to see latest blogs that I've done, and you can follow me on that. Click here to see all of them, and then down through here, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and anything else. So I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and that's it for now. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.